Most people believe app development is only for programmers, startup founders, or tech geniuses. They think you need years of coding experience, a big budget, and a team of developers just to get started. But that belief is outdated. Right now, ordinary people with no technical background are building apps from scratch and earning real money from them. They are not smarter or luckier. They just discovered that the rules of app creation have changed, and they acted on it. App creation is no longer a technical privilege. For most of history, building an app was reserved for a small group of people with technical backgrounds. You either learned complex programming languages or paid expensive developers to bring your idea to life. That reality created a mental barrier. Many people assumed app creation was not for them. Today, that belief is outdated. No-code platforms have removed the technical gatekeeping that once controlled the app industry. Now, ordinary people with no engineering background can build apps that are fully functional, visually polished, and capable of earning money. The app economy has quietly shifted from a developer-only space to a creator-driven one, where ideas and execution matter more than technical skill. No code replaces programming with visual logic. No code does not eliminate effort, but it eliminates unnecessary complexity. Instead of learning how computers interpret code, you work with visual logic that mirrors human thinking. You decide what happens when a user clicks a button, submits a form, or completes a payment. The platform translates those decisions into technical actions behind the scenes. This approach allows beginners to think in terms of cause and effect instead of syntax and debugging. The focus shifts from "how do I code this?" to "how should this work for the user?" That mental shift is what makes app creation accessible to almost anyone. Most profitable apps are simple and focused. Many novices have the misconception that successful apps must be massive, complicated, and packed with features. In point of fact, simplicity is frequently the greater advantage. While some of the most profitable apps are designed to fix quite minor issues, users are able to keep track of their habits, manage their calendars, organize their information, and simplify chores that are repetitive. These applications are successful because they make life easier by reducing friction. Users are more likely to return to an application that performs a single function in a straightforward and dependable manner. Continual use is what generates trust, and trust is what ultimately results in payment. Complexity has a tendency to attract users away, whereas simplicity is more likely to keep them interested. No-code tools are built for non-technical creators. Modern no-code platforms are designed specifically for beginners. They include visual builders, drag-and-drop components, and pre-built systems for common features like user accounts, payments, and databases. Tools such as Bubble, Flutterflow, Avalo, Glide, and Thunkable allow creators to build mobile and web apps without touching traditional code. These platforms also provide tutorials, templates, and communities that help users learn faster. What once required a team of developers can now be handled by a single person with patience and curiosity. Apps earn money through ownership, not hustle. Apps make money because they are owned digital products. Unlike freelancing or hourly work, apps can earn while you are not actively working. Common monetization models include subscriptions, one-time purchases, premium features, and service-based payments. Some apps earn through advertising, while others generate income by helping businesses manage clients or bookings. The key difference between apps and side hustles is scalability. Once an app is built, serving one user or 1,000 users requires relatively little extra effort. That is what makes app income powerful over time. Strong app ideas come from real-life frustration. You do not need a revolutionary idea to succeed. Most strong app ideas come from personal frustration. People build apps because something in their life feels inefficient, confusing, or poorly designed. When you experience a problem repeatedly, chances are others do too. This gives you an advantage because you already understand the user's pain. Apps built from real needs tend to feel more natural and practical. Instead of chasing trends, successful creators observe their own routines and ask where digital tools could make life easier. Validation prevents wasted time and energy. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is building an app in isolation. Validation is the process of confirming that people actually want what you plan to build. This can be done without spending money. You can describe your idea in online communities, ask targeted questions, or create a simple page explaining the app and inviting signups. If people show interest before the app exists, that's a strong signal. Validation saves months of effort and helps refine ideas early, when changes are easiest to make. Design quality comes from clarity, not creativity. Many people hesitate to build apps because they believe they lack design skills. The truth is that good app design is about clarity, not artistic talent. Users want to understand what the app does within seconds. They want buttons that are easy to find and screens that feel logical. No-code platforms offer templates that already follow best practices. Clean layouts, readable fonts, and consistent spacing matter more than flashy visuals. When an app feels intuitive, users stay longer and trust it more. App growth is slow, quiet, and compounding. The majority of successful apps do not become popular overnight. In most cases, growth begins on a modest scale. Early adopters offer feedback that contributes to the enhancement of functionality and the resolution of issues. Making even minor adjustments can result in increased retention, which in turn can contribute to organic growth. When compared to aggressive marketing, app stores, niche groups, and word-of-mouth recommendations typically exhibit better results. Although this slow development may be frustrating, it is really beneficial to the health of the plant. Apps that see constant growth have a greater likelihood of lasting longer and earning more consistently than those that have a surge and then disappear. Patience turns apps into long-term assets. The trait of patience is the most important factor that differentiates those who are successful with apps from those who are not. Application software is not a money-making machine. The process of testing, refining, and time are all necessary. On the other hand, once an application achieves a stable state, it has the potential to become an asset that generates long-term income. The frequency of updates decreases, the level of automation in the systems increases, and the revenue becomes more predictable. Some designers build apps that can be used to replace full-time work, while others build apps that create a secondary income. However, individuals who are willing to think about the long term rather than focusing on short-term achievements will be rewarded with the opportunity. Building apps without coding is no longer a risky experiment or a distant idea. It is a real opportunity that exists right now. The tools are available, the barriers are low, and the path is clearer than ever. The difference between people who earn from apps and those who don't is simple. One group waits until they feel ready. The other starts, learns, and improves along the way. You don't need perfection to begin. You need momentum. Start small, stay consistent, and let the app grow with you.